Why are you drinking? Well, I lost the award and I'm depressed now. That's the bit. But it's not really a bit because I'm drinking wine. Like, actually. What did y'all think of the award show? Outside of me losing, I want to know what y'all thought. Like, who cares about me losing? That's not a big deal. I'm curious, the whole thing. All YouTube, boring, cringe. It was fun. It was great. It was meh, better than expected. My opinion, it had some really funny moments. Like, really funny moments. That was great. But it had a hell of a lot more cringe. And I call everything cringe. And maybe my cringe meter is like really easily triggerable. But like, I had to take my headset off and walk away a couple of times. I had to go upstairs and talk with Nick and like just say something like, Nick, is it just me? I couldn't believe it, a couple of the moments, but there were some great moments. Like, some of the interviews were funny, and I guess some of the cringe in itself was entertaining. I don't know, people love TikTok cringe compilations. Like, who's that, the JHB guy, his interviews? I had to take the headset off every time he was doing an interview.
Well, I guess one last question I can ask is, if I'm being honest, I don't really, I forgot the question. Besides that, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good.
Good. How about you, Mason?
This is awesome. I don't know what you want me to say.
I mean, just you talking in general is like a big thing.
Okay, fair enough.
Why did I make that awkward? Well, it's awesome seeing you here, and I'm so happy to see you here. I don't know what I meant by that. So, one of the questions I wanted to ask is, who are you looking most... I messed up again. Who are you looking very forward to meeting with?
Meeting?
All right, well, it was very nice interviewing you. Thank you so much for coming here, and looking forward to seeing you. And good luck.
Thank you.
Some people were like, it's so funny, he's so awkward. I'm like, yes, he is very awkward. I need to step away. that's, I had to step away. Poor guy.
Look at JHB. Look at him. He's freaking out. Jesus Christ.
Nim carried. Even Nim had some awkwardness, but it wasn't as consistent. Rich's girl, I saw Rich making out with Mia. That was obviously a bit, but goddamn, how long did they make out for? Just for that little, it was just like, come on, what are you doing? I mean, it's their first time they've ever kind of, cuties ever put this together. So obviously, I think it went very, very well. And I could not have done better. But there were some things where it's like, all right, you live and you learn. I think Cutie and Maya walking out into the crowd of all the streamers that were not mic'd up and were clearly on their phones, kind of just enjoying watching and like looking for content, like scouting out for it. Like, where's the content? Who should we talk to for the content? Like, I didn't like that. It was weird. Like I said, there's a lot of times I had to like walk away. I just had to take the headset off and be like, damn. I want to see how it goes next year because there's a lot of things. It was the first time. It went great. I don't want people to think it didn't go great. I'm just speaking honestly and having all of my true, honest criticism because I watched the whole thing. Besides the part of taking the headset off and genuinely walking upstairs and just having to be around a human, like just talking with Nick and having a full-on successful conversation in some shape or form. Knowing Maya and Ms. Kiff and all of them pretty personally, Slicker mentioning, like, it was so awkward for me. I was like, ugh.
Slicker, do you feel embarrassed because I'm wearing heels and now I'm about 4 or 5 inches taller than you?
You ain't taller than me. I'll stand up right now.
Come here. Come on, take me down. Take me down, little man.
Help me! Help! Miss Kiff! Miss!
What?
Wait, what?
I had to walk away. I honestly spent most of my time watching the stream not in my room, like pacing in the living room. I didn't even watch it. Oh God, are you okay? I'm not being ironic, I'm being serious. My cringe meter is really fucking easy to like set off. I cannot do failed conversations. I cannot do awkward, just terrible human interactions. I can't do it. It's hard for me. And I say that when I bet half of my human interactions are just failed, but was camp like that? I don't know. I was there. I guess it's different when you're there in person than watching. Poke was hilarious. Poke had some really good bits. S-Fan was funny. Ms. Kiff's speech was stupid.
Congratulations.
Try hard.
That was dumb. Germa was great. I think Germa had a really solid, natural host speech presence. Maybe everyone else was so trash that Germa just looked better than he was, but God, he looked great up there, and he sounded great too. Love listening to Germa. I was so happy when Germa won an award for the second time. I'm like, oh, thank God, someone who can talk. Like, that's how I felt. I don't even care who won. Just give me someone who can speak, please. What else? I was actually messaging Rob as he was going up, and Rob felt bad. Iron Mouse probably should have won the VTuber shit, because Iron Mouse got her like highest sub count of all women right now, like crazy shit going on, right? Kind of like how it might be XQC should have won the bigger streamer award. It's just I try and make it make sense in my head as to how, like, say XQC didn't win. Like, Ludwig is the boyfriend of Cutie. Cutie is running the award show. A lot of her viewers are going in, partaking, or maybe Ludwig's got a larger YouTube presence, which are typically people who would vote more than, say, Twitch audience. That's the truth. I try and make it make sense. Maybe I'm just naive. I don't know how Code Miko won against Iron Mouse. Like, I don't know what happened. How'd that happen? Maybe a lot of the people don't watch VTubers, which is fine. And they're scrolling through the awards list. They're like, what the fuck's a VTuber? And they just clicked on the better looking avatar in their eyes, maybe. The less animated one. I try and make it make sense in my head, like what happened. I don't know. Miko does interviews with big people. Yeah, maybe like a lot of people know who Ludwig are and XQC, but they don't watch VTubers. VTuber is in its own little like section. They've got their very strong core audience that doesn't leave, but also people don't really go in. So you had a lot of people voting that don't know anything about VTubers, and they're gonna go with Code Miko, sure. But I was talking with Rob. And Rob was so drunk, he's like, dude, I need you to find a way to make it to where I don't have to go up and present an award. I'm too drunk. I'm like, oh yeah, and then Code Miko went up, and she was very humble. She was honestly surprised she won too, but great speech. It was awesome listening to her. But Rob said right before she got on the crowd, and you could see his lips, how the fuck did you win? Like, that was what he said as she got up there.
I don't know how you did it. I don't know.
You don't say that to someone. He was so hammered. How the fuck did Oh yeah, Mitch's mic not working. That was rough. I guess they did a good job of not showing the streamers during the concerts. But whenever you like bring in singers or like people doing any form of music really to like an event where you have say 50 streamers, of course the streamers aren't gonna be like, woo, I love this band. They're sitting there on their chairs having side conversations on their phones. That's what's gonna naturally happen. And it's like awkward as a viewer watching that. It's no one's fault. It's just how it works. But I think Sorty Way up there, I think they did great. I loved listening to them. It's sad to watch. I mean, I guess, but it's like, that's what happens. That's what happens. I'm sorry. Like, these streamers aren't going there like, okay, so when this person goes up and starts singing, guys, let's all group up and just start dancing. Like a bunch of like NPC crowd members. Like, that's not gonna happen. It's not a concert. I'm sorry. But Sorty Ways was great. I loved listening to that. It's cool though. I actually wish I went. I really do wish I went. That way I could have killed Pokimane. Taking my true award. Give me my award. Everyone's fucking trophies were breaking. I don't know. The trophies were cool, but they must have been real fragile. God, what else? I feel like a Redditor thinking about that show. I was just like, man, so many changes I would have made. So many things could have been different. What are your thoughts on Forsen? I wish he won. That's my thoughts. I wish he won. I think people underestimated the power. Like, I was on a call with Vicky while we were watching it, and she's like, Forsen's gonna win. Because everyone's gonna see Forsen and be like, haha, the meme, it's so funny if he wins Minecrafter. You underestimate Normans. There's so many more of them. It's insane. I also wish I streamed longer yesterday. I thought the award show started at 7. Nope. Didn't realize there's 2 hours of interviews and people showing up. 2 hours. Moist Critical was hilarious. I don't know who the f he got to do like the impersonator. I don't know who that was, but they did great. That was Joel Haver. Wait, he actually got Joel Haver? Oh my God. I'm a huge fan. I knew I recognized his face. I didn't know who he was though. I was like, what? Who the f? I knew I recognized it.